Hey, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Melanie Thomas, and if you want to learn some secrets to shopping smarter at HomeGoods and even some tips that could save you money, you're gonna want to keep watching. My first tip is to learn the tag. This is a larger tag because it came off a large piece of furniture, but usually you'll see a smaller tag or even a sticker on an item, but regardless, they're always going to have these numbers. I'll do a close-up so you can see what I'm talking about. There are two numbers that I'm going to explain that you're going to want to pay attention to when you're shopping in the store, and they could save you money. So the first number is actually 4 digits. You're always going to see this. On this tag, it is 1220. What that actually stands for is the month and the year that the item was put out in the store. So this item was put out December of 2020. And the important thing to know about this number is that it could save you money. All you have to do is look at the tag and see what month it was brought into the store. And then if you notice that, hey, this item has been here for 4 months and now we're in January, but yet it's still not marked down, you can actually use that to your advantage because you can talk to a manager and say, hey, I've noticed that this item has been here for a while. Is there any way that you can give me a discount on it? Chances are the manager does want to move that item off the floor to make way for new items for people to buy because that is the name of the game. They're trying to move products. He will usually give you, or she will give you a 15% discount. And sometimes if it's been there for a while, you could even get up to 20% off. The other number you're going to want to notice is the product number. This number is a little bit longer, but it'll help you if you find something in the store that you want 2 of. This actually came off of a larger chair, and thankfully at the store I was at, they had 2, but in the case that they only had 1, I would be able to take this tag and see if they can find the same product at another store that's local, or maybe even a little bit further if it matters a lot to me and I really want to score that item. So those are the 2 numbers that you're really going to want to focus on when it comes to tags at HomeGoods. My second tip is to talk to the manager. That's right. I know that we all do not want to be Karens, but you're not complaining in this case, so technically you're not a Karen. You're actually just trying to save money, which I think even the manager can relate to, and they're usually really nice when you do this. So how I go about approaching a manager about an item and possibly asking for a discount is I first look at the tag, which was in my tip number 1, but then after that, I look and see if there's any damage on the item. Is there a scratch? Is there a mark that I could use a magic eraser to get off? Is there maybe a little chip that I feel like I could hide if it's going to be on a shelf? Then I'll go to the manager with the item or bring the manager over and ask he or she if they would be willing to do a discount since the item is damaged. Every time they will say that they will take 15% off, and sometimes they can even do 20, especially if you happen to notice on the tag that that item has been there for quite some time. My third tip is to shop later in the afternoon. I know that this probably goes against every single person's tip that has ever shared tips about shopping at HomeGoods, because most people are saying, no, you gotta get there right before the doors open to get the best deals. And yeah, of course in the morning is great because there's a lot of products that have been put out on the floor because they restocked the shelves. But I've noticed that if you find out when their shipping days are by talking to the manager or even asking some of the cashiers, they'll know. You'll want to go to the store almost in the evening, so 4:30, 5 o'clock, maybe right after you get off of work. And I've noticed that that's when they really start putting out a lot of the items. So yes, that item may be there in the morning, but if someone's shopping at night, they may snatch that up. So I go around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you'll notice that a lot of the employees are already restocking the shelves with the shipment that came in. And think about it, it makes sense because I know I've worked retail before, and when you're there, you want to stock the shelves and get out of there. You want to clock out and go home. So that's why a lot of the times they're already restocking those shelves well before the doors are even closed. for the night. And so you can actually find some really good deals by just going and shopping later in the afternoon. If you want 4 more of my smart tips to shopping at HomeGoods that could save you money, you're gonna want to keep watching. Tip number 4 is to use the app. I'm not sure why, but people just don't utilize this tool, and it is so easy, it is free, and it's right in the palm of your hand, and it could help you score some awesome deals. So shout out to Deborah and Pam because they stay updating the photos and the items at my local HomeGoods store on the app, and I very, very much appreciate it. If you're not familiar with the HomeGoods app, it's free in the App Store, and when you go in, you can enter your address and it'll locate some of your nearest stores. If you have more than one store within, I don't know, about a 15-mile radius, then you can select the store that you shop at most often. But don't worry, because you can always go back and switch them around if there's more than one store that you like to shop. Once you've selected your home store, you're going to see a feed with a bunch of photos of items that were recently posted as being seen in the store. So not only do the managers and the employees at the local HomeGoods update this every single day with items that have just come in, but also users can update photos as well. So if you see a great item and you're a user of the HomeGoods app and you're thinking, you know what, I don't need this console table, but someone's got to snatch this thing up, you can kind of do your good deed of the day and upload that photo onto the HomeGoods app. So shout out to Deborah and Pam because they stay updating the photos and the items at my local HomeGoods store, and I very, very much appreciate it. Another thing that's cool about the app is that once you see an item, say it was posted 2 hours ago, it has the information for the store, so you can go ahead and call the store and ask them specifically based on the description in the photo if the item is still there or not, and if it's worth a drive to the store. Also, you can check other stores in your area, as I mentioned before, and see if they have the matching piece. Tip number 5 is to use your phone again, but this time to Google. Google while you're in the store. If you come across an item and you can't really decide and you're thinking, I don't know, should I leave this here? Is this really a good deal? Go ahead and Google it. I do this all the time, and it's actually saved me from buying some stuff that was not so great. And oftentimes it'll just confirm that hunch that you already have. Maybe you found a side table and you think, okay, I feel like this is a really good deal, but I'm not exactly sure. Hop on Google, put in a description. Once you find something similar or usually the identical item, you'll be able to confirm whether or not it's really a steal or if maybe you're not getting that great of a deal. Tip number 6 is to put the item on hold while you're in the store. That is right. People can be ruthless when it comes to home goods. I once had somebody take a throw pillow out of my cart, true story. And I'm not one that's into confrontation, so I just let her take it. But you never know who else is eyeing the same exact item in the store that you're at the exact same time. Earlier this week, I found a set of these swivel chairs that I absolutely loved. They were swivel accent chairs and they had slip covers on them and they just really fit the vibe of our new home. And so I thought, okay, I need to get these. But before I even went and shopped around the store anymore, I just stood there and waited until I saw somebody that worked at the store and flagged them down and just said, hey, I really want to put these on hold because I want to purchase these. They always say no problem, and they'll go ahead and remove them from the floor and bring them up by the register so you can purchase them when you're done shopping the rest of the store. And this week when that happened, I was in the checkout line. I'd already had them move the chairs up to the front, and while I was in the checkout line, a lady came up and said, oh, I was looking at these chairs that had the slip covers on them, and now I see them up front and I still want to buy them. And they said, oh, unfortunately, there's a lady in line that's already purchasing them. So had I shopped the rest of the store and been 10 minutes later, those chairs would have been gone. So go ahead and put it on hold. You can always change your mind if you don't want it while you're shopping around, but this way you at least know that you're not missing out on it. My last and final tip is tip number 7, and that is to get a U-Haul. Yes, I actually did this week after I scored some really good pieces. This could save you a ton of money. If you are like me and you just have a sedan that doesn't fit a bunch of furniture and you don't have somebody that you know with a truck, or maybe you just don't want to ask them because let's face it, It's kind of a hassle when you are a person with a truck and then you get asked all the time to move stuff for people. I know because we had a truck at one point and that's kind of how it goes. Similar to if you have a boat, people always want to go on it. It's that kind of deal. So you can save the trouble of annoying your friend and asking them if you can use the truck, and you can get a U-Haul. This can save you a ton of money, and that's because HomeGoods offers home delivery, but they use a third party to do it, and it's very pricey, but U-Hauls are not. You can get a U-Haul van that fits a lot of furniture. I fit a console table and 4 dining room chairs in the back of this van and still had room to spare, and it was $19.99 for 4 hours. Total out the door, $25, and that is a heck of a lot cheaper than the quote that I got from the third-party delivery service that HomeGoods uses. All right, got the U-Haul, 25 bucks total with tax. Let's go. So if you find a big piece of furniture and you're thinking, I don't know anyone with a truck, or I do know someone, I don't want to bother them, and there's no way this is gonna fit in my car, but delivery is too expensive, don't lose hope. Just get a U-Haul. All right, well, who else in St. Pete needs some stuff moved? Because I'm done, and I got this thing for another 3 hours. Maybe I should go to the other HomeGoods just to see what they have. I'm kidding. My husband's watching this, I'm joking. Maybe. There you have it. Those are my 7 favorite tips to shopping at HomeGoods. So hopefully now you can shop a little smarter and possibly save some coin next time you go to HomeGoods. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you love home decor, HomeGoods, Target, all of the above, you're going to want to subscribe because I post a new video each and every single week here on my channel. Thanks again so much for watching and happy shopping. Bye, love you guys.